Hey people, Injured here 2v2, Desert Showdown, blue team, double Plague Champion. First up, OceansAteAlaska with a Iron Warriors Elite Scheme Plague Champion. We've got Icesinithol, yeah, as the other Plague Champion. Starts off in ranged combat with a damage over time bolt gun, can get melee weapons, some decent utility and support, can build turrets and repair, but are pretty slow. Icesinithol, I'll just call you Ice. Red team, some Space Marines. Inekura with a Techmarine, starts off in ranged combat, puts out some good damage, can also support the structures and repair. And Jimmy Rustles, or Jimmy Rustles for those that can't read, with a Force Commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, can also tank, disrupt and support the Blood Angels Elite Scheme. Desert Showdown is a weird map. It does have some charm to it. I just question what the designer was thinking. First of all, look how close the VP is to the bases on either side. You can decannon them from your HQ. Also, you have this contested VP that's kind of just off the west side, putting extra pressure, I think, on Inekura's position because they've got a natural VP and a contested VP. So if they get, you know, messed up early, huge amount of VP pressure on them. There's some Nurgle worship. We've also got a massive garrison in the mid and some weird natural wreck points right on the edges of the map that are really hard to decap. It's a weird one, but as I said, has some charm. Seen some good games on it. Not a huge amount of cover here to use. There's two spots, and I think they're both heavy cover. Yeah, they are, because of the rocks and stuff. Double scouts, one of them with shotguns. Ice playing defensive at the moment, which I think is the way to go. They're going to lose the VP momentarily here. Triple gens up early from Oceans, suggesting, yep, right into a power unit. Maybe Raptors after too, if there's triple gens up. Trying to go for the natural power. There's one in the mid for both teams. Don't seem to be interested in taking theirs though, Blues. Go on, fellas. Turn around. There you go. And one on either flank. There's your Nurgle worship. Is it shotguns for both of them? It is not. They should be able to get this cap with the Nurgle worship going. The Techmarine of Inekura is coming all the way to the east side. What is this? Is this a turret play? Are they going to put a turret on this edge? They are. It's a good place for a turret, but I mean, you can get around. It's a bit circuitous, but you can get around. And Raptors, of course, can jump it, but we'll see what it can do here. Force Commander with his battle cry, buffing his units every time he does that special attack when the battle cry is active for 10 seconds. Getting in behind now is OceansAteAlaska. Just shoot down the Techmarine, yeah. Get him out of there. Oh, the battle cry also buffs heroes, does it? Huh, I guess that never clicked to me before. I thought it was non-hero units. This is a very strange technique for bashing power. Get right in front of it. It worked. They got one of the generators. Havoc's there from Oceans. And Raptors are up for Ice. Shotgun blast on the mid. CSM. There's some Nurgle worship. Might have saved them from model loss. Yeah, never know. There's some Kraken bolts from Tactical Marines, but they're out of cover here. Taking lots of damage. Dropping a model is a little bit sloppy then from Jimmy Rustles. And there's the jump from the Raptors. Should be able to get this turret down. Takes them a little while, but they'll get it done. Ice can now hit the power. Heretic's moving in. What's he doing? Is he putting his own turret up? Must be. Why else would he be going over here? He's not. Doesn't have the resources for it, that's why. He's waiting for 200 power. Oh, there we go. Oceans is doing it for you. So we might see, oh, we already see an assault squad for Inekura, but we might see one for Jimmy Rustles now as well. They should get a full power bash with this turret up, I would think. Nurgle worship really far up there to help the Raptors escape. Looks like they're going to be okay. Heretics now taking shots, but that's what they're there for. And there's the assault squad for Jimmy Rustles with the Death Company's colours. They're like really emo Blood Angels. What's this? Some more Nurgle worship. Assault squad jumping in from Inekura, but Heretics are there. There's that Doom Blast. Look how much damage that did. They're going to drop a model, I think. Yep, at least one. CSM also dropped a model. Can they get another? Heretics be chasing. How do they do it? 82 hit points, I think, at one point. And 2 models. Somehow. Space Marines always seem to be able to do this. At least you notice it on them more. 442 to 474. I guess that's what happens when you have low models, high health. Scout squad with a sniper rifle. That's a weird one. Seeing as they're fighting raptors and stuff. Raptors here get away with 2 models. Continues to be a pain in the arse with this turret. Are they going to steal the power here? Scout trying to get in behind, but there's nothing you can do. Steal the power or just bashing it? Looks like they are trying to steal it. I think they should bash it and steal it. Because you're not going to hold it for super long. 421 to 475. Might give you the tech advantage though. Also they couldn't steal it either. There's the jump. CSM can go into melee with these guys and do well. Maybe. No, they're just backing off. They're just backing off. Here come Raptors though. I'm not sure how the heavy bolter let the tactical marines get in. What was it doing? The turret, I mean. Assault squad have to jump out. The turret is still there. West side. Whole bunch of Nurgle worship replacing the gens. Havocs and Raptors. Assault squad. Are they going to drop a model? They didn't want to risk it. They don't want to risk it and dropped a model anyway. 396 to 474. Single cap for the red team. But it's going to be a 2-1 for blue now. And maybe they're going to steal the power too. Raptors dropping a model. Oh, they got knocked off the cap at the last second. Needs to manually target this turret on something useful. There we go. Oh no, it's still shooting at those scouts over there. Now it's shooting at the tactical marines. That's more useful. Another turret up for ice to cover the turret that's there. This must be very frustrating for Jimmy. CSM in play. There's some Nurgle worship as well. Nurgle worship should heal your turrets. Put it in, boys. Put it in. Raptors doing huge amounts of work. Plague champion levels to 2, and they couldn't get the second turret down. They got the first one down, but the second turret is still there. I thought they couldn't get the first one either, but it's down. Yeah, needed to be a bit quicker with his turret targeting there. Was shooting the scouts kind of uselessly for a while when they were really far away. Marines dropping a model. See, it can happen. They do drop models. 390 to 420. Bashing power here is Oceans. Tier 2 for the blue team and Bloodletters on the way for ice. That's really bad news for Jimmy. Should have bashed those gens, you see. Had loads of opportunity to shoot those things. Jumping in. Assault squad now going to get mobbed by CSM. They have an aspiring champion. No, they're just backing away. There's your Raptor jump. Making sure they get that suppression. Tactical Marines are pretty low. Haven't dropped a model though. What are they focusing on? Looks like they're focused on the assault squad. They should focus on attacks. Look how low they are. Raptors barely got away. Attacks run away. So do the scouts. The turret is firing here. It's a pretty interesting place to put it. And here are Bloodletters now. Demons with power melee weapons. Can slice through heavy infantry armor with ease. Can also teleport and warp out of existence to avoid damage and knockback, but they can't cap or attack while they're doing it. Sniper doing its job. Drop pod did come in here for Inekura, giving them that extra tactical marines. More turret play from Oceans. It's proven very annoying so far for the red team to deal with. On the east side anyway. Lots of suppression. Raptors mixing it up in the back lines. While Heretics cap the power. Tier 2 now for the red team. They need some... Well, they'd love to get some Dreadnoughts up, I'm sure. Scouts just dropping a model. Some repairs from the Plague Champion. Heretics need to back off. But here comes Jimmy Rustles now. And they should be able to easily deal with the turret. It was never going to last long there. In fact, the Tactical Marines are on it with the Flamer. It goes down so fast. 230, by the way, for those that don't know how much a turret costs. Not cheap. 30 power. Slaughter up from the Chaos Space Marines, now drawing their melee weapons. That's an ability given to them by the aspiring champion. It's really powerful, but has a long cooldown. I think it's like a 2-minute cooldown or something. Razorback it is for Jimmy Rustles. Allows him to circumvent the turret, if nothing else. Is there 2 there now? There is. The Raptors with their Demon Maul. That's a heavy melee demonic hammer thing. Or a mace or a Morning Star, I guess. Sniper's got a shot. I think that killed a Bloodletter. I think it killed a Bloodletter. Ocean's going straight to tier 3 with the amount of power they were able to briefly get as an advantage. Looks like, oh no, I thought the blue team were going to get the contested VP back, but there's some Space Marines are here. Raptors going to jump the scouts, or they're going to fight the assault squad. Okay, well they backed off anyway. Now they go for the cat. Don't think the scouts are close enough to see this stuff, even if they could shoot it. Better see stuff before you can shoot it. Razorback then. Oh, we have a las cannon turret. That shot didn't seem to do anything. Maybe it shot at the infantry instead. So the Razorback allows you to reinforce and transports infantry around. Not sure what the las cannon is shooting at here. Oh, he's trying to shoot at this. It's doing no damage. Yeah, that's a bug. Turrets don't do damage to nodes, and they cannot work out why. Can it not shoot the gens? They just won't damage nodes for some reason. Might have something to do with the target priority change to nodes, but I'm not sure how. Touch of Nurgle heretics. My day is complete. Now blow something up. There you go. Note that the Techmarine shield doesn't stop him being knocked over, because it gives an accuracy debuff. Also gone for the Axe of the Mechanicum and Bionics. And is dealt with. Havoc's doing some good work. Are you flaming down the gens? You are. Gonna get a full bash, I think. And here comes Jimmy Rustles with a big bash too. Noxious Cloud. It's a lot of damage. I think the scouts got in time. I think they did. Some Nurgle worship right in the middle of the fight, which is a bit weird. Yeah, that wasn't a great place for some worshipping fellas. Maybe they hit the wrong hotkey and meant to do a Doom Blast. Force Commander now messing stuff up with this Thunderhammer. Really is. Oceans is in tier 3 with tons of resources. Do they want a Great Unclean One or something? Could have got a tank up and be close to the second tank. But no sign of it. That would have really messed up the red team. Couple of Predator tanks. Techmarine doing some good work in melee now. Heretics do get off the field back to the HQ. Assault squad go for the garrison. Never going to live that down, boys. Raptors get touch of Nurgle, but it might not do anything, and that's 175 red these days. So if you can make your enemy waste that by not engaging or controlling the unit, big deal. Techmarine isn't too bothered since he's a single entity. So it'll only take, you know, the damage once rather than hitting every model in the squad. Great Unclean One is on the way for Oceans. Chaos Space Marines with the Mark of Zinch. And that aspiring champion, of course. There's some Nurgle worship. Greatly beneficial for the Bloodletters. Look how much health regen they get out of it. Worship always gives demons health and energy regen, but Nurgle worship gives them more health regen. Because it's all about that regen. 341 to 244. Still have both turrets here. Las Cannon is trying to shoot the Tactical Marines, I think, yeah. And again, sometimes it looks like it hits Las Cannons, but they don't. But it's very, very close. Look at the damage it does to that Razorback. Holy crap. That wasn't even a rear armor hit, I don't think. It's a really powerful Las Cannon. Twin linked, I suppose. Assault squad jumping into hell. Bloodletters are here. What are you doing, fellas? Dropped a model. Dropped 2 models. But they do get away. Here comes some support from Inekura. Level 3 tactical marines with some power armored elbows, but bloodletters scare them off. They have held on to the VP for now. Where is the Great Unclean One? There he is. Super unit for chaos. Passively damages nearby enemies. Has some nasty abilities too. Can consume allied units, allied models, to get some energy back, which is handy for him. Is he going to attack the Techmarine? That was weird. Didn't seem to swing. Dreadnoughts on the way for Inekura and the Jimmy Rustles. This is going to be fun. Need to get your power back, fellas. It's been noded even. Meanwhile, east side. Noxious Cloud trying to keep things off the VP. They did get a decap. That's got to be good play from Jimmy Rustles. Maybe. Tactical Marines do escape. Why are the scouts out of order here? Is that what they did? They got the second scout first. Maybe they just got the second scout first. Must have been. Dreadnought is up for Inekura. Almost up for Jimmy Rustles. Uh-oh. Raptor's gone on rear armor of the Razorback with that Demon Maul. Here comes the Force Commander though. They did get it. Force Commander couldn't quite get there in time. That was a really good play from Oceans. Spotted the opening and got it down. They didn't drop a model as well. So Great Unclean One has super heavy infantry armor. So plasma guns are really good against it. You can get them on your tactical marines. Also power weapons, but don't really want to get into melee with the guy unless you've got lightning claws and your name has Terminator in it. Where is Jimmy's Dreadnought? There it is. Yeah, it needs to be careful. There's the Lascannon Havocs and that twin linked Lascannon turret. So turrets do take population. 315 to 152. Again, just doesn't damage the node for some reason. That Lascannon does. Weird bug. Some weird bugs in this game that defy explanation. Touch of Nurgle Heretics. Looks like they messed up an assault squad. Dreadnought is fighting a Great Unclean One in melee. We see the repairs from Blessing of the Omnissiah of the Techmarine. Those Raptors need to be careful. Gonna go down if they're not. There we go, they run away. Great Unclean One winning the fight as you may expect. It's got over 6,000 hit points. Dreadnought stood its ground really well though, you know. And does get away, I think. Melter Bomb on the Great Unclean One. And here's the Dreadnought of Jimmy Rustles. And another Dreadnought on the way for Inekura. They got the decap on this, and they still don't have this power back, the blue team. 266 to 152. Blue team are in danger of capitulating here. They got no power income at all, have they? Yeah, just a +10 from the HQs. And they got 2 Dreadnoughts to deal with now. Soon to be 3. This Force Commander is messing stuff up. I think the tanks were the better play for Oceans. But hey, they wanted that Great Unclean One. I can respect that. Sometimes you just want to get something, you know? Especially in games where you're not, you know, unranked games. Although, this might have been from a Rumble tournament, I'm not sure. A team tournament. Maybe. Dreadnought number 2 for Inekura. No upgrades. Might see some multi-melters though. Melter damage does extra against super heavy infantry armor. 2 Dreadnoughts now wailing on this thing. That Blessing of the Omnissiah heal is still going. That's mad. Is that a second one? Maybe it's the second one. Tier 3 for Jimmy Rustles. Tier 3 also for Ice. Laugh my ass off. He's laughing his ass off. I want to get that scene too. Level 4 Techmarine. Getting stuck in there, but Lascannon's now getting shots on the Dreadnoughts, and this thing's getting worshipped and might be close enough to the base to get the heal. Techmarine gets in there. Base turret's doing a poor job of stopping him. Really poor. Can it set up again? It's going to try to. It's going to shut up and it's going to get a shot immediately. I think both of these Dreadnoughts are done for, you guys. They are gone. too late. I'm not sure what their plan was, actually. Were they trying to kill the Great Unclean One? That was an insane plan. Those guys got their natural VP back. Are blue team ever going to get its power back, is the question. Doesn't seem super interested in it. Well, they were in danger of capitulating, and I guess they still are, but those are some heavy losses for Inekura. 198 to 152. The turrets are still on that east side. Touch of Nurgle Raptors. Assault squad promptly jump away. What is this? This is a Force Commander fighting Bloodletters, but they are under worship. Double Bloodletters now for Ice. Dreadnought will do good against them though. And we see lots of disruption here still. Those guys phasing out of existence so they don't get hit. They still benefit from the worship when they are phased out, I believe. Plague Fist on the way. Already have the Armor of Pestilence, so it's going to be a very tough Plague Champion with some heavy melee. This thing is still trying to hit the Gen node. 173 to 152. What is this? Great Unclean One's healed up. Another turret on the contested VP now. Covering things quite well. You'd have to go all the way around the garrison to get to it. And look at this. They're going to get their power back. Bashed by the las cannon. And they will finally get it back. They're going to get the contested VP too. Looks like Inekura's going east. Got some Stern Guard. Plague Champion trying to fight a Dreadnought. It's not a great fight for him. Las cannon is set up. Doesn't quite have line of sight of this thing, but it might soon. Oh, Raptor's getting messed up here. These are Ice's Raptors and they go down. Just lost sight of them, I think. A lot of melee to deal with and manage. Las cannon, I don't think is going to get a shot. Nope. Try to shoot the scouts instead. 157 to 149. VPs are very even. Blue team get their power back on the west side. Looks like those Havocs are going for the VP too, and they should be able to get it. Although there is something waiting in base there for Inekura. More Nurgle worship for the Great Unclean One. It has done well. It has done well. Surviving those double Dreadnoughts has made it worthwhile, I think. Vanguard Veterans now up for Inekura. Oh, were those the guys in base? They were. These guys got the decap. I mean, that's good enough. They might actually finish it. There's a jump. Does it get them off the cap, though? It doesn't. They're still close enough to cap it. And they might try and tough it out here. Uh-oh, now they've knocked off it. They should be okay because of these models being far enough away here. They could jump again, though. You know what? They should have jumped again. They would have finished them off, I think. If they all got a hit on. But they want that VP back. We have the aspiring champion, that demonic plasma gun, of course. Another turret going up. How many have we seen? Is there still one in the mid? I don't think there is. No, it's gone. Bloodletters all phasing out. And that was that Pestilent Strike there? No, it wasn't. That was Aura of Decay. Force Commander getting stuck into the Bloodletters. We got Terminators up for Jimmy Rustles. Did not go for Lightning Claws though. Or Assault Terminators rather. And then Lightning Claws for the Great Unclean One and all the Bloodletters and stuff, although some of the Bloodletters are down. And here comes a teleporting Force Commander now. Those guys are dead. Eventually. Artificer in there too. Markov Zinch doing a lot of damage to the Terminators. Plague Champion's going after the Dreadnought. Bloodletter's now getting involved. Yeah, that was a bad fight to pick, Ice. Didn't quite have enough hit points to finish that guy off. Who's down there? That's Inekura down towards the mid. It was actually a Nurgle Shrine. Suppresses nearby enemies, as you can see. Also heals allies. And will reinforce them if you worship it. Kicking off, is it in the mid? Blue team have it. But looks like the Force Commander's on the blue team's natural now. 157 to 38. They are running out of VPs though. Predator tank lives. Not a huge they do have a las cannon still, yeah. They do have a good counter to it. Can't really rely on Raptors to take a vehicle down by themselves with the hammer or the maul. Bloodletters, maybe they were thinking of capping it, but they phased out instead. Force Commander needs to run. There's some Nurgle worship. Can they get him? If they teleport after him, they might get him. Are they going to do it though? No. They're going to contest the VP. 157 to 36. Blue team's power really got messed up. Like at the beginning of tier 3. There's another Noxious Cloud. 1-to-1 cap here. The red team is still very much in it with a tank and Terminators. And it's very dangerous Force Commander, level 6 now. Techmarine level 5 is still down. Dreadnought with the Dark Age of technology and level 3 is 1752 hit points. Not easy to deal with. Really messed up those heretics there. And Ice is getting bled quite a lot. Goes for a las cannon. Because that Dreadnought hurts. Still has an assault squad though, Jimmy Rustles, to jump it. And can of course just teleport on it. It's a las cannon turret here from Oceans. Doesn't seem quite close enough to get the tank. It can get it now if he targets it. He needs to target the tank. Seems to have bad target priorities, this thing. There we go. Boom. Look at that. Somehow a rear armor hit. I don't know why. Oh, we couldn't finish it though. Were those heretics... were they repairing? I don't know if they were repairing then. Got 3 hit points, that guy gets away. Great and Clean One might be dealt with. Might be dealt with. There's a plasma cannon on those attacks. This guy has a power melee weapon and there's a tank, of course. I think they're going to get it. One more hit will do it. There we go. It was actually the tank that got the hit. Triple cap for red. Have they broken the blue team? I think they might have done enough. I think they might. Oh, an orbital on the VP there. They come out of red that Jimmy has too. I don't think that was their nuke. That was an Inekura nuke. They champion with Plague Fist and Pestilence. They both have it now? I think they do. But Ice is down. 64 to 36. I think the red team have it. Space Marines triumphant. It's close though. Got them down to 36 VPs at least. But I think the triple's going to have it here. Don't know if they can get one back even. Got Terminators. Pissed off level 4 assault squad and an awesome Dreadnought now going for the assault cannon, by the way. Not sure where the Force Commander is. Just hanging out over here. Jumping in some Raptors. Got the decap. They got the decap. Just a double. But it's going to be enough. Ice is not able to decap. I'm afraid, Oceans. There's things going on. There we go. They got it. Under huge amounts of pressure early. I think they made some mistakes with their tier 2 and tier 3 compositions. Ice didn't even get to tier 3. I think that second Bloodletter was a mistake. And Oceans, I think, should have gone for the Predators. Or at least the first Predator, and then maybe some Terminators or something. Great and Clean One is fun. But you need it alongside a lot of other stuff. I mean, it was really good for a long time. I don't know if I can criticize it too much. But couldn't keep it going. We had level 4 Plague Champion, level 3 Plague Champion, both had the same gear. Level 5 Techmarine getting that melee going late game, did well with it. And a level 7 Force Commander. When he got that Thunder Hammer, that's when things started turning around for him. Also Artificer and the Teleporter, of course. There you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.